Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and I actually turned on the battle animations before I started recording the video this time. In the last part, we got back to New Barktown. It was quite a while ago, though. I feel like I say that at the start of every freaking recording session. Is this the town? This is the one where you go in here and just use his machine, isn't it? I think. Yeah, there we go. I'm here recording Pokemon Crystal Legacy. My goal is, so it is like 7 o'clock in the morning on the morning of the 3rd of December. My goal is that I'd actually love to get to the point where I could just grind before the Elite Four. That would be kind of, oh my god. You're not gonna win this. I don't want to fight you, please. I'm so glad I turned on the animations for this. I would like to get to the point where I could just grind ahead of the Elite Four, because they're probably gonna kick my ass. I'd also like to get this, well no, not that I'd like to get this Let's Play done by Christmas, but it would be nice to do a Let's Play for once that didn't take like a year to finish. That would be quite pleasant. Oh my god. So yeah, I do remember this, I do remember, how many repels? Oh my god, that's not enough. Do you know what we're doing? Hang on a second. We're taking a flight to Blackthorn City. I don't have enough repels. But yeah, it would be nice to get like a, it would be nice to have a, how are these like so cheap? Did they like change the price of these things? They seem like really cheap or something. Anyway. And how many other... Oh my god, there was the TMs that Impola was talking about, the fabled TMs. How many of these other things do I have, like, revives and potions and crap? Ah, yeah, I'll be fine. Narrator voice, I wasn't fine. Mello, don't start your hijinks now, please, when I'm trying to do the video. So yeah, it is like the morning of the 3rd of December. Like, realistically, I hate to kind of always talk about this, but it's always like the most kind of current thing to talk about is like my recording woes. Or like me feeling guilty for not recording more regularly. I feel like, but it's just something that's relevant to my process, I guess, so I figured I might as well talk about it. Wait, this is the guy who's like, you just stepped into Kanto, son. Yeah, literally. Yeah, whatever. I know that. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than you. I feel like there's like fuck all in here as well. Except a moonstone. A moonstone. I feel like I'm always just talking about like my recording crap. Like I'm always just like meta talking about Let's Playing as a concept. Which I guess who else is going to talk about it if I don't, right? You know? This is the girl with the Ivysaur, isn't it? I have like, I feel like this girl has like an Ivysaur. It's in my brain. Or maybe a Wartortle. It's one or the other. It's a Tangela. It's a Jigglypuff viewed from above. But yeah, I feel like I'm always kind of like, talking about like my recording, like meta talking about Let's Play, right? Oh my god, this thing's like level 44. But yeah, I feel like I've made like the right decision this past Let's Play to only like focus on one thing at a time, because like it's hard enough to kind of find it's hard enough to find like time to, oh my god, we're going nowhere fast. Poor girl talk. It's hard enough to find consistent time to record one Let's Play in our busy lives, let alone Sterling, please. let alone like keep up with 2 different ones. So, but the one thing I kind of miss about that is, like, I do find myself, and maybe I hear myself saying this and I know that it's not true. I'm kind of like thinking maybe I need to stay away from Pokemon a little bit. Not stay away from Pokemon, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to... I'm not always in the mood for playing a game like this, and I feel like between this and Legends Arceus and all of the other Pokemon Let's Plays that I've done, the Dunsparce Solo... What is she sending out? I didn't even look. Oh, Victory Bell. The Dunsparce Solo run, Pokemon Shield again. I feel like with all of this stuff, I kind of need to take a break from Pokemon a little bit, because like there's been those games that I've been Let's playing, and then also like outside of that, here I am like playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Or playing Pokemon Scarlet. Look at Venusaur with the little butt wiggle. What is up with that? Come up and see me sometime. And then like recently I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, right? I feel like this is going to be the video where I talk about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, Fire Spin. Like, is there any advantage to Flame Wheel over Flamethrower? Is there ever going to be a time where I want to use Flame Wheel instead of Flamethrower? Is there ever going to be a time where I use Sand Attack, for that matter? Like, what would Fire Spin give me? It would stop them escaping, right? I think. Like, I'm never going... Realistically, do I ever want to use Sand Attack? No. Oh my god, Sterling is just, like, eating this team. So yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right? I never played any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons while I was growing up, even though I had a Game Boy Advance and a Nintendo DS and a new Nintendo 3DS with all the 2017 games or whatever. I need to find which Reggie video that is. There's like this one Reggie video. Remember those days of like the Reggie videos? Like, or Reggie segments, like a Reggie bit. That's what they are. It's a Reggie bit. Where are you off to? What are you doing here? Oh, fair enough. Another TM that I'll never use. So even though I had all of those consoles where Pokemon Mystery Dungeon made its home, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a series where you would think I would get into it and enjoy it because it's Pokemon, you know. It's the Juggernaut, bitch. Like, you would think that I would do this, but I never actually played them, so none of these things like Explorers of Time, Red Rescue Team, whatever, yada yada, never played any of them. Then, like, last 4 years ago, I kind of want to teach Strong Zero Earthquake. I feel like Strong Zero needs to learn Earthquake. My god, what am I gonna... It's Sterling again. But where is my Earthquake TM? I feel like it's in Mount Silver. I feel. Or not Mount Silver, Victory Road. I always forget that there's a Victory Road in this game as well. Let's try out our new Fire Spin. Yeah, how about a little Fire Scarecrow? What the hell? How did that do so much damage? Oh yeah, because they swapped Flareon's attack and special attack, so now Flareon is just ridiculously powerful. Am I gonna die now? Am I still going to die after all of that? No. So 4 years ago, when Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX was coming out, I was like, oh, that looks pretty, and I've never tried Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but I know that it's like, so Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I feel, is another one of those series that has a very loyal following. Like, a lot of people just adore Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and like, grew up with it and got like so deep into it. I feel like I always felt like it's one of those ones. So it was like people were excited about it, and I got it. And let me just kind of preface this with, like, it wasn't a normal time when we were playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. Like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX came out in, like, April 2020, so, like, when my head was spinning from the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So I think I played it. Oh my god, I was just talking about using Earthquake on you, you're using Earthquake on me? Yeah. So I think I played it for like a little bit. How much did I do of it? I did up as far as like saving Jumpluff. And like saving Jumpluff is like something like the fourth mission in the game, fourth like storyline mission of the game or whatever. But I never got into it, and I feel like I never like got it, so to speak. Like I never got what it's all about. And then I never played it again since then, right? And then, just recently, Nintendo Capri Sun started uploading a Let's Play of it, and I was like, oh, I'll watch the first couple of videos. So I started watching the first couple of videos, and was like, oh, I kind of feel like playing this again, just because I was intrigued again. I was like, oh, I kind of feel like playing this again. So I picked it back up, like, a week and a half ago. 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, something like that. It feels like a long time ago, but I guarantee it was not a long time ago. I was just playing it a hell of a lot. So I picked it back up again, and holy crap, I got, like, lost in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. It's just kind of like it just became this really nice kind of relaxing game for me to play, and it's just really enjoyable. So I'm kind of like, why didn't I ever play why does like Icy Wind have a psychic sound? So I got like so lost in it. There's something like, for me, it like gives me that same kind of feeling of like some other Pokemon games where it's just very much its own thing. Like, it has this really unique kind of feel to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like so different. Like, it's definitely its own little world, you know? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I didn't heal any of my guys. Guess what I am thinking of. I'm pretty sure when I got to this guy in my original Let's Play, like 10 years ago, and he said, guess what I am, over 10 years ago, and he said, guess what I am thinking of. No, he said, like, I'm gonna guess what you're thinking. I said the exact same thing, which was like the, guess what I am thinking of. Because we had this this thing called when we were children, this is like the hardest thing to describe for a toy, right? We had this toy called the Little Talking Scholar. That was its name. It sounds like something out of like a sci-fi film or something like that. Like, take me to Blue Fairy, take me to the Little Talking Scholar. But that was its name, right? It literally sounds like I sing the Body Electric. I'm the Little Talking Scholar, you know? But it's just, the more I say it, the more strange it sounds. Like, here we were playing with the Little Talking Scholar. Like, it sounds like some, like, little, like we were playing with a demon or something. Like, just something that was like some unearthly presence, the Little Talking Scholar. Or a ghost or something. That's what we called it. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to get stuck on the Little Talking Scholar. So we had this thing called the Little Talking Scholar, and it's hard to describe. It was this red and white thing, right? For want of a better word, it was almost like a laptop computer. I think that now, in hindsight, that's probably what it was meant to look like, because you kind of like opened it up, like it shut closed like a book, I guess, right? And had like buttons on the front part, and then like on the top part which would be the screen on a laptop computer. There was like a place where you slide in. Oh yeah, use agility versus the fucking fortress. Like, fuck your life. There was like a place where you slide in a card about the size, like the size of a birthday card or a Christmas card or whatever. There was like a space where you could slide in a card. And these cards, you stored them in the underside of the of the little talking scholar, right? So like underneath the little talking scholar, there was a compartment that opened up where you had all of these cards, and these cards had like pictures on them or whatever, right? And little things, and depending on what card you put in there, right? So let's say, for example, this card had 6 pictures of different vegetables or something like that, and there were 6 buttons on the console. That's... I don't trust that he's not going to attack me. Let's use all of these freaking potions and get them out of my life while I'm talking with the little talking scholar. So let's say you had like 6 buttons on the console. Well, one of the games that it would do was like one of the things you could do with it, right? Is the right way to say this. Is it would say like, guess what I am thinking of, and then you'd press, let's say, one of the buttons, like button 1, if you were guessing the picture number 1, right? And it would either say yes or no. Now, there were other ones as well. There was like, like maths ones. Was all these kind of like educational things. Like, oh, like what is this and what is that, right? And then you answer the question based on it. I knew he was going to freaking attack me. But yeah, that voice of the little talking scholar echoes through my childhood. Guess what I am thinking of. That like, it's so, like, that was the exact intonation of it as well. Like that, guess what I am thinking of. Like, just this strange kind of... Do you know what it's like? It's like, where did you learn to fly? That's what it's like. Oh my god. Where did you learn to fly? Do you know what? Before I started this video, I was seriously thinking, oh, I kind of want to go back to Dark Cave and get a Wobbuffet. And now that I'm doing all these battles, I'm like, oh my god, thanks be to Christ, I don't have a fucking Wobbuffet, because, like, this would be taking even longer. That I honestly have such, like, a vivid memory of this part of the game feeling so long. I know I talked about it already, but this part of the game is very long. But yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, like, it's really good, it's really enjoyable, there's good writing in it, there's good gameplay. Like, it has this really, like, unique atmosphere. Like, it really feels like nothing else, to be honest. We're going to send out Teen Idol. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. So again, that's all to kind of come back to me talking about how how I feel like maybe I need to take a break from Let's Playing Pokemon. I feel like the thing is, maybe it's not just Pokemon, I think it's like these kind of style games, I always, when I've had like a second game on the go, like if I think back to like my Let's Play days of yore, as I often do, right? When I think back to my Let's Play days of yore, like, I always liked having, let's say, a game that was more dynamic to go with, let's say, a game like this. So, if you remember, like, I loved having a game like Mario Odyssey to go with a game that was a little bit more slow-paced or a little bit more methodical. It's nice to kind of have a little bit of contrast, you know, and I feel like that's what I'm kind of missing a little bit, is I miss that kind of ability to kind of get a little bit more contrast in what I'm doing or feel like something different, where you can just kind of like, oh, thanks girl talk. Thanks girl talk. Because as well, I find like those games, they're just they're a little bit more, like if I'm playing, let's say, Mario Odyssey, it's like, who knows what they'll get up to. What, this thing's kicking my ass, seriously? Like, those kind of games are quite fun, you know, like, let's say Mario games where you just, like, you don't know what you're going to do until you pick it up to record, you know, or like a Zelda game or something like that. I've actually been, like, really, I've been really kind of, like, thinking about, when I was playing through Echoes of Wisdom, which again, like, Echoes of Wisdom was a really good gaming experience. It was so enjoyable. When I was playing through Echoes of Wisdom, I was really like, oh, it'd be nice to Let's Play a Zelda game again. I remember Let's Playing Twilight Princess and enjoying it so much. And what I remembered was, there was like a time when, holy shit. There was like a time when, like, one of the ideas that I had was, I'd love to do Ocarina of Time Master Quest, because it would be blind, technically. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I should have known that it would come down to this. Because I've got this motherfucker taking up a whole space in my freaking party. What am I supposed to do? Freaking free swimming anime. So yeah, like, Pokemon, or not Pokemon, Master Quest. I'm on a Master Quest to Pokemon. I want the whole world to see. I'm gonna be the very best. 'Cause all I've got to do is believe in me. Ocarina of Time Master Quest, I feel would be, like, just so enjoyable because, one, I've never actually played it. So wait a second, I have, right? I played because I have the Master Quest disc that came with, the Ocarina of Time disc that came with Thing. Okay, the Wind Waker, that's what it's called. That came with Wind Waker. I'm using every freaking hyper potion in the book here. Do you know what? Free? You can just, like, you can actually make yourself useful for a change here. If I'm gonna have you in my party, then you're gonna actually work for it. Taking up space. I don't have all the time in the world. I've got literally like 5 feet into Kanto. Time is money, and I'm about to be penniless real soon. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't do shit against this bitch. No. This is going to be the best bit ever. This is not going to freaking work. What was I talking about? Before I realized this was going to be the longest battle on the face of the earth. Oh, I was talking about Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. So I have the Master Quest disc that I got with Wind Waker. Which, and that's what I used to Let's Play Ocarina of Time at the time. Did I use that, or did I use the Virtual Console? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think I used the disc to Let's Play it, I'm pretty sure. Because that's usually how I played Ocarina of Time. Thank you. Oh my god, Strong Zero, I could kiss you. You're the Rock of Gibraltar. You're the Hope Diamond, Strong Zero. I had such, like, terrible images in my brain of this battle going on for, like, 100 years. All because of that Star Nidoqueen. Well, I can deal with that. So yeah, so I did boot up Master Quest one day, right? And I did the Deku Tree. Did I even finish it? I might not have even finished the Deku Tree. Because I just wanted to see what it was like. And I think maybe I did finish the Deku Tree. The only thing I remember about it, though, because this is so long ago, it's a crazy, crazy long time ago. The only thing I remember about it is that I was so shocked that you had, like, the big Deku Babas from the, you had, like, the big Deku Babas from that you see in the Forest Temple inside in the Deku Tree. Like, that's what I found, like, really crazy. I was like, oh my god, what are they doing here? So yeah, that's all I remember. I don't know anything else about Master Quest. The only things I know is, like, what I've heard. So, like, the stuff that I've heard, anecdotally about Master Quest is that, like, obviously the dungeons are made more difficult. So the dungeons are made more challenging. Not just from, like, an enemy perspective, but also from a puzzle perspective. That's one thing I know. The other thing I know that I've heard, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the other thing that I believe I've heard is that the Scarecrow song is not optional, so you actually need to use the Scarecrow song at different parts of the game is another thing that I've heard tell of, right? So that's another thing. And the only other thing I know about Master Quest is that all of the dungeons are more difficult, except I have heard, now I don't know how true this is, I have heard that the water oh my god, not this again. I've heard that the water temple was made easier somehow. I don't know how true this is. As I say, I'm just, like, remembering what I feel like I heard about it at the time. So, cause I'm thinking, like, this must have been, I don't even know whether it was, like, before or after I started Let's Playing that I tried Master Quest. It might have been, like, before or after. I feel like it must have been after, because I feel like that was probably the reason why I decided to stop playing it, because I was like, oh, I better stop playing this in case I want to Let's Play it someday. And I have had that idea, like, a couple of times. I've been like, oh, it would be cool to Let's Play Ocarina of Time Master Quest, because, you know, it will be a new experience for me. It will be an interesting way to, like, return to, like, a game like Ocarina of Time, which is such a classic. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This video is already, like, a half hour long, and I feel like we've just, like, done, like, 3 battles. It's such a pain in my ass. Such a pain in my ass. And this place this route goes on freaking forever. Like, not only are the battles, like, a pain in the ass, like, this route, like, geographically goes on forever. I think there's, like, a healing house before Victory Road, at least. But sorry, this is just, like, crazy. Come on, Bigfoot, please. Please, you just have to hit her once. Please. The reason I have such vivid memories of this route being so long is that when I recorded it for my original Let's Play... Thank you, Bigfoot. Why did I say Let's Play? My original Let's Play. Freaking Cool Train Arena. The name of the video is... We're on Route 26 now. Super Repel's effect wore off. Elastigirl's face falls off. That's another classic video, oh my god. Elastigirl's face falls off. Has anybody ever seen that video? There's an amazing video called, what is the point of this? Oh, it's just a shortcut back. There's this video called Elastigirl's face falls off. Like I'm going to take her face off, like Nicolas Cage. I'm going to use like another 10 hyper potions right now to heal these bitches up. And then I have to revive freaking Teen Idol. Hopefully none of the other trainers are as annoying as she was. So there's this video called Elastigirl's face falls off, right? And I think it must be like Disneyland or something. It has to be, like, where else would this be happening? Oh my god, thank you. Where is this house? I just need to find this little house where I can heal my... It's you! It's you, isn't it? Oh my god, thank you. And is that a computer I can use to get rid of this freaking freeloader? Literally freeloader. Anyway, it has to be at, it has to be at thingamabob. The, get out of here. Oh my god. Who can we take out instead? I feel like Hard Hat. But see, I already have like crazy amount of water Pokemon here. Tentacruel. I feel like maybe Fabmula would be more sensible. Plus Fabmula is like the newest member of the squad, you know. Let's give her some more airtime. Am I finishing this video right now? I think I am. I'll talk... So Elastigirl's face falls off. There's some, like, Incredibles dance routine going on in front of a load of kids. And then, like, Elastigirl falls and her head, like, falls off. Like, they're not, like, wearing... They're not, like, people with makeup or whatever. They're wearing, like, these papier-mâché kind of, like, heads or something. And her... Or, like, plastic. And her face literally just, like, falls off the front of her head. It's so good. Anyway, thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy. In the next part, we might get to and complete Victory Road. Who knows? Bye now.